wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK, and welcome to a brand new campaign as we kick off today Humblewood Trial by Fire, a delve into the original adventure from the Humblewood setting guide and those wonderful folks over at Hit Point Press, all of the fun stuff they do. And we are joined by these lovely, lovely people. Lots of first-timers in a campaign setting. Some returnees has been very kind to donate their time for charity events that we've had. And an old friend coming back in a slightly less evil capacity than last time. We hope. But a massive, massive welcome in, everybody. Huge, huge folks in. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone is doing very, very well. Yes, jump in that giveaway. See people finding it there. Get in there, everyone. Thank you for all those follows. Good to see you all. Hope you're having a wonderful start to the week. And I'm so excited to get into this. So, without further ado, let us meet these players and characters. Please, if you would introduce who you are on the material plane and who you'll be playing today. Starting with Lauren, please.
I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find all the things that I'm doing at lauren-urban.com because it's easier to just put it on a front page of a website and be done with it. Tonight, I'm playing Astuto Mago. I'm not a wizard. I really am not. I'm not. I really want to just be like a guy out in the woods doing stuff, but, you know, I got this book.
A few scribblings in there, just, you know, ponderings, you know, like thoughts.
Yeah, like it's super fun to like learn new things, and I'm always looking to learn new things. But I don't want to be in a tower. I don't want to be studying. And no, just let me be.
Comedic sketches of any professors or anyone?
Professors? I don't know what you're talking about, professors.
And going around clockwise, Jazz, welcome to the channel.
Thank you very much. What up? I'm Jazz, also known as Cinder Scoria on the Everywheres. My pronouns are she, they, and today I am playing Kit Timberfoot. My pronouns are they, them, and I am a bard.
Thank you. Yes, Harangon Bard. We didn't quite get the art in time. Sorry again to Jazz, and everyone would join us next time for the
no, it's fine.
The Harangon Bunny friend.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm very easy.
Okay, so we're going on round the overlay, returning in a less evil, non-evil, no evil. You're supposed to have that behind your back. Jess, welcome back. Good to see you.
Hi, it's so good to be back. My name's Jess. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a game designer and sensitivity reader, and a streamer over on Angry Nerd Girl with 3 flings, and I'm playing Thistle Snoot Whiskerpaws, a cleric of the night, and scrounger and crafter extraordinaire.
Excellent. I hope as a cleric of the nights you have lots of like midnight ceremonies that involve banging loudly on that drum of yours there.
The drum that I cannot play, I guess. Oh, and I'm a raccoon.
Yes,
I'm a pack, but I'm a raccoon.
Yes, so if anyone's new to the Humblewood setting, we have some different backgrounds here. So yes, Vulpin for our fox-like friends. Harangon, which is not from Humblewood, but animal buddies over there, originally coming in with Wild Beyond the Witchlight, our rabbit friends there. Mapak for our best Tanuki vibes. And last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Tim, welcome in. Good to have you.
Hi, I'm Ludus Rex. I'll be playing Muric Dreadcrest. He's a druid. He's technically a raptor, but he's themed as a cassowary, which is a giant murderous bird from various places in the world.
Fantastic. With that lustrous golden crest of yours. It's gorgeous.
Oh, yes.
As always, our wonderful character art is brought to you by Emma City Art. Jump in if you can catch them with their commissions open. Do give them a shout and get yourself some wonderful character art as they do the vast majority of the art on our channel here. Okay, welcome in everyone. Good to have you here. Lots of new faces. Absolutely lovely. Thank you for all of those follows. if you would like to support the channel, even if you just like have a Prime sub going spare, it gives as much benefit to the channel as any other kind of sub. Or if you would like to gift a sub, then you can spin the wheel of shenanigans, which has all sorts of fun little things, like our friend McClubber there. Thank you, McClubber, you absolute legend. Always good to see you, my friend. Thank you, Sean. Who will get the inaugural spin of our Humblewood campaign? Who would you like that to go to? Also, folks, if you have Dream Pie channel points, Curse of Strahd was our first streamed campaign, which is why they're Dream Pies, you can get yourself some abilities to give advantage or disadvantage, if you're feeling a little salty, to a player or me. Disadvantages crystals usually come my way, to be fair. But if you want to jump in there, then your support for the players and violence against me is encouraged. Okay, now, in game terms. So, McClubber coming in with a spin for Kits, the Harangon Bard, getting the first spin of the wheel. Let us do that right away. Here he goes. Whoop. Spin, spin, spin. Kits. Coming in with, all dexterity right out the gate. I will pop that on your character sheet for you if you want to give that a refresh in just a second.
Yay!
Enjoy 20 dexterity until the end of next session.
Holy shit!
So
That's amazing.
Oh my! Thanks so much.
Fast on your feet. Fast on your feet. Okay. Oh, Hakachuk, thank you for that. Apparently we'll get in some different levels for different peeps. I will attempt to... I tried to get everyone balanced. I'll try and keep an eye on that. Thank you very much. Okay. So, there we go. Thank you so much for that, McClubber. Right, now, we are very honoured today to be brought to you by our regular friends and some new friends. We are being sponsored today by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. If you would like your chance to get the code for an Electrum chest, do !code in the chat, like I shall right here and show you. Boop, there it is. That is going to be up and running for a week, so you can grab yourself some goodies for the game, all those amazing Forgotten Realms characters and famous actual play characters from around the interwebs available to play in this awesome strategy video game. Play on all sorts of platforms, so please check that out. We'll do more of a talk about that at the end. But also, our good friends at Troll Lord Games have given us some nice coupons to give away. So if you put !enter in the chat, like I know so many of you have already, thank you. We will draw 2 lucky winners at the end to see who can get a nice tasty discount over at the Troll Lord Games store. And of course, as always, we have our discount codes for the fabulous Click Clap Mathrox from Phoenix Dice and the awesome content from CZRPG over there in Brazil. Right, okay, thank you everyone. That is our spiel. Let us get started. Soundscape's getting started. Okay, right, let's do this. Okay, so let us calm things down there a moment. We have enjoyed our session 0 and have met some of the characters here and spent a little time in their shoes or on their beans. And we are trying to bring you up to date here, and so you lovely folks in chat can figure out who these awesome adventurers are. Astuto, our Vulpin not wizard, was out in the forest enjoying communing with nature and exploring about the place as they enjoy so much. They happened across a raptor druid by the name of Maruk, who seemed wise in the ways of the forest and a little spiny, a little tough to approach, but seemed to have access to knowledge and know the ways of the forest in a way that Astuto was very keen to learn. So they started to move together and travel through the forest together. Meanwhile, nearby, in other parts of the forest, a Mapak cleric of the night, Thistlesnoot, was travelling out from their home towards the various way shrines dotted throughout the forest and at various perches of the birdfolk and villages of the humble folk throughout the forest. And they were also travelling through the forest, and they happened to be in the same region, neck of the woods if you will, when they heard a commotion. There was the sound of clashing blades and cries for help as a caravan of merchants delivering goods was set upon by bandits in the forest. Astuto, Maruk, and Thistlesnoot converged from their various spots onto this location and, leaping to the aid of the merchants, helped them drive off the bandits and save the majority of their wares from being robbed away and spirited off into the trees. It's turned out that these merchants were delivering goods to a newly arrived feature out on the outskirts of the forest, far off to the western side of the Humblewood. Something fantastical, glorious had happened, something that had never been seen before. Astuto, in their I'm gonna say it, sorry Astuto, studies, sorry, dirty word, had become aware and had known of extraplanar locations and the ability to travel betwixt said places, but none of them were prepared as they emerged from the trees and saw the glory of the Witchlight Carnival, arrived from places on far, and the destination for the delivery of these goods. They, as a reward and thanks for their heroic deeds, were gifted with tickets to said carnival as the goods were delivered. I think it was just a cart mounded with candy corn, just overflowing. And, you know, it's a dangerous for Jorbine bandits. It's always going to be just absolute focus on that. But they were gifted with tickets and were introduced to a Harangon Bard Kit, a Witchlight hand of the carnival, whose job it was, and a happy break from the mundane tasks of mopping up giant dragonfly droppings and helping pick up the leaves from the tree ents that were striding to and fro with streamers streaming behind them. They were introduced to Kit and given the chance to enjoy the wonders of the Witchlight Carnival. And they spent a wonderful time traveling around, trying out the various attractions and wonders of that extraordinary location. But as they were enjoying things there were whoops and screams of delight and joy, but they turned to a more sinister and worrying kind of timbre as more panic seemed to creep in. And as they saw the carnival goers start to stream towards the front gates, back towards the safety of the forest, they beheld a cloud of fiery entities, so-called emberbats, these fiery elemental beasts from the Scorched Grove, an area outside the forest which used to be part of the Humblewood, but decades ago was destroyed by fire, a strange kind of elemental fire that prevented the regrowth and the return of the forest to that part of the land. Emberbats, usually confined to the Scorched Grove and far away from any of the settlements or areas of the Humblewood, seemed to be emboldened or sent further afield than normal, and this swarm of them came charging in, diving in onto the Witchlight Carnival. There was panic. The Witchlight hands were packing things up, trying to get out of there, to keep the tents and everything safe. The festival goers, the carnival goers from the forest were streaming back out towards their homes and perches in the forest. And Kit, in charge and responsible for her guests, was moving them towards and getting them out and away from the dangers of these emberbats. They sprinted for the trees, and as they got near safety, they turned and they bid farewell to their brief but new friend. And Kit, turning on a heel to return to her friends and adopted family at the Witchlight Carnival, beheld a terrible sight. The wagons, battened, hatches fastened, flying foxes and magical spirited creatures in their harnesses, heaving the carnival in all of its glory and fantastical wonder back into the sky, chased by emberbats, disappearing through portals off onto their next port of call. And Kit, the Witchlight Hand, was left abandoned in the Beastlands at the edge of the Humblewood. And that is where we finished our session 0. About a month has passed since then. Thistlesnoot and their interests scattered around the forest, Muruk and Astuto with their affinity and their enjoyment of being out in the woods and about, and Kit with nowhere else to go, joined with their new friends. And they have been doing odd jobs here and there for gold, for bed and board, helping folks out where they can, driving out those nasty wood weevil infestations, and you don't not want a woodlouse infestation in your flower cellar. Maruk, you remember that from your baking days. You do not need that. You do not need that. And dealing with various folks out here in the villages and perches of the Humblewood, and where they can, keeping the roads safe from bandits, which seems to be a bit of a growing issue, a bit of a growing problem here in the Humblewood. You were going about your business and helping out folks where you could, and making a living for yourselves. How can I just get a kind of feeling for your kind of outlook on the situation at the moment? How are you feeling about this kind of situation you found yourself in? This unlooked for but welcomed group of compatriots here. Do you think how are you feeling about this kind of new adventuring life, if you will, that you have fallen into? Let's go opposite way around from the introductions there. So, Muruk, how are you coping with these new social encounters and things on a daily basis?
Well, it's nice to be around people. They're not annoying. They're fun to travel with occasionally, and I seem to be enjoying myself.
Good. Excellent. This is it. How about yourself?
Well, wherever Half tells me to go is the right way to follow, and so far this is the way the stars have been showing. And sometimes those bandits have pretty good stuff, and if you steal from a bandit, that's really not stealing at all.
Absolutely.
I believe it's called redistribution of stuff.
Kit, how have you found this new material planar existence?
I want to go well, I can't say that it's been terrible. Everyone's nice, and they haven't abandoned me yet, which is more than I can say for my own. So, we're alright, I suppose.
Thank you. Astuto.
Oh yeah, this is great. I love this. This is amazing. This has been so much fun. I have started to feel a little guilty though about Kit. Like, oh, they're more than welcome. Like, they're super cool. I like hanging out with them and everything. But like, they want to go home, and I think I know a few books that might be able to help. But the last thing I want to do is go to a library, and so the more that we kind of wander around, the more I feel like I should bring them to a library. Maybe I could just drop them off and point them in the direction of like planar sections, and then I can go back out with Maruk.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, there would definitely be somebody at the Avium who would know more about this kind of thing.
No, I said library. I did not say Avium.
Oh, I'm sorry,
we don't have to go all the way there.
It is so far away, to be fair. All the way on the east side of the wood.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it going there. I have no reason to go there.
Speaking of, actually, we should make sure and give folks a little kind of geographical sense of where things are at here, and let me start that up for you guys as well. If you haven't got the maps open, there's a little play button next to the campaign name at the top of your character sheet, which will open that for you. And let me grab that here. Quick refresh. Okay, here we go. So, yes, here is the Humblewood, friends. So, we have the main capital of the entire place, the Alderheart here, the gigantic tree that you can see behind me here at the center of the wood, and the so-called seat of learning, known as the Avium, is all the way over there. But our friends are over here in the west. They were in this patch of land between the Scorched Grove and the wood here. This is where the carnival was, around here, north of Meadowfen and Winnowing Reach. And speaking of Meadowfen, on the northern end of the Mock Fields, that gloomy, swampy ground where all sorts of slimes are known to reside and squelch about the place. It is up here on the northern end, along the Great Road, in the little village on the far reaches, quite far away from Humblewood, called Meadowfen here, that we find our adventurers. As it was one day that you were in the forest, and Muruk, a dragonfly of not inconsiderable size, came buzzing through the trees in a particularly focused and determined way, which you recognized as being a messenger sent by your mentor and head druid in the Tenders. The Tenders is an organization of druids and rangers who keep an eye on the Ash Barrow, the Scorched Grove and the dangers therein. And your mentor and teacher, Sorberson, has sent this bug messenger that came buzzing through the trees and hovered in front of you. A message from Sorberson. Danger, plumes of smoke, Scorched Grove activity near Meadowfen. Please investigate. And darted off in a flash of red and silvery wings through the trees.
Well, that's rude, but all right.
Yeah, I know. He didn't even say hi to you first. It was just like your message and then gone. Is that normal?
It's a messenger. They don't have manners. I understand.
I think.
Who sent the message?
Does character limit because of NPC limit? I'm not sure. On a message, if it's an NPC message.
That's funny.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
Hey, I'm a father of 4. I gotta get one dad joke in a day or they revoke my license.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
Oh, that's the excuse, guys.
Rest easy for another day. Okay.
I don't know. They could at least start with like a hi or something.
So if someone sent the message, who was it?
That would be my teacher, my mentor, my tormentor. Anyway, sometimes he sends me messages to go check stuff out, since that's just how he rolls.
Okay. Well, they said it was danger, so we should probably go.
Are they always from fireflies?
It was a dragonfly, wasn't it?
Well, so sometimes it's dragonflies, sometimes it's a fly, sometimes it's a snake. So I mean, he changes it up depending on how he feels.
Snakes can't fly.
Yep, and that makes it real difficult when you're sleeping and they decide to crawl inside of like one of your boots and then wait till you're awake and then you put your foot in it and then it tries to tell you the message.
I think a snake could fly if they wanted to.
If they had butterfly
about
wings,
really hard.
then they can probably fly, but nobody else has butterfly wings, so.
I mean, you could throw a snake, or you could get
That's
like one of those, like maybe it's a small snake and a really big fly, and the fly grabs the snake, and then they go off, and then it's like
Well,
two
then that'd be
messages in one.
2 creatures then.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know
get
if that
double the
counts.
message length.
You might be onto something.
And then there'll be room to say hi, and then they don't have to be so rude about it.
Is that in one of your books?
No, I just thought it up. But you can have it if you
Oh.
want it. I
No, no,
I
no,
don't
no.
know. Yeah, I mean,
That's all your idea. You do the socializing, talking thing.
I know. I try. Yeah, sometimes. But no, I like that idea. What I got to learn from your teacher how to convince a dragonfly to do that, though. I don't know how to do that. I want to do that.
Good luck.
Well, I guess first we gotta go look for fires, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, it's Meadowfen.
Booms.
So,
Booms, they said.
everybody okay? Oh, sorry. Everybody okay with heading out with me for my I guess my mission?
Oh, I thought that was just... I thought we were already doing that, are we not?
At least I could ask.
That's polite of you,
Kind?
mate, but, you know, yes.
You know, I
I'd
appreciate
already
you asking.
assumed. Yeah.
I'm
Get a
just trying
sign.
to be better with people. That's all.
If you don't follow the sign, then you're gonna get in trouble. And then you're gonna get another less friendly sign. So follow the sign the first time.
Was that a riddle? Am I supposed to be thinking about that as I'll think about that later. Marok, I've been following you around for a while now. I'm going to keep following you around. It's going to be fine. You watch as the
I don't-
pseudo like scratches in between his ears, and then there's like a weird shimmer that comes over him as he's gonna cast a mage armor.
I don't have anywhere else to go, so I'm following you, mate.
All right. Well, then off we go.
Okay. So, you left the confines of the trees and travelled west along the Great Road there, through winnowing Reach and its eclectic mix of different traders and explorers, often venturing out into the mock fields there, and continuing on towards Meadowfen. A sleepy village far out here on the edges of the the influence of the Elder Heart and all of those areas of the Humblewood. And as you arrived, you were gestured and pointed in the direction of the village elder's household, a quaint little cottage. There is a large tree that had fallen, but had just kind of pivoted on its roots and maintained that connection to the earth, so continued living even in its toppled state. And beneath the arched bough of this fallen trunk, walls had been filled in, and window boxes adorned across the rather thick, slightly warped glass of the windows. And you are gestured up through the little gates and up the path to the house of Ardwin, the Elder of Meadowfen. There was a local militia kind of member there. This is too far away from the forest to have a perch guard outpost, which is the birdfolk official guardians of the Humblewood. Featured in many of the larger perches and some of the villages of the Humblefolk. But a local security force has kind of been put together here on the edge of the mock fields, and sandwiched between that and the scorched grove as they are. It has tends to makes sense to have some security and stuff in place there. They rap on the door for you, and it is answered by Elder Ardwin, and she is a Gallus, the kind of chicken-style bird folk, and has kind of simple but fairly heavy robes on over their form, and a beautiful crest of red atop their head. And you are gestured in to the interior. Please, have a seat. I am to understand you were sent with our recent troubles.
Yes, so Beerson sent us.
Oh, from the tenders.
Yes.
Oh, splendid. Thank you for heeding our call. We knew it would be a while for the journey of the message to get to the wood and back. Please, everyone, have seats. And there's a couple of floral designed, very comfy couches, and some simple wooden chairs with nice carved backs on them. And you kind of gather around in the light of some firefly lanterns. There's some fat, lazy, contented-looking fireflies kind of buzzing around in large mason jar type things hanging in nets from the beams of the roof, which is partly worked timber, partly the natural wood of the trunk arching overhead, and then some of that daylight coming through that thick, slightly distorted glass. And
Is
you can.
that where they keep the messengers?
I wouldn't trust any of this lot to travel very far at all. They seem to enjoy the warmth and shelter of the house.
I can't blame them. DM, is there a rocking chair in this room?
There can be. Absolutely.
I would love if there's a rocking chair. Astuto is going to claim it very quickly as soon as we are offered chairs. And he's going to sit crisscross applesauce on it so that he can just kind of do that.
That's it. Yes.
Is there anything to eat?
I think that yes, the elder brings out a tray of elderflower water and Eccles cakes, which in another iteration, certainly back in England where I'm from, are also called fly cakes because the currants look like little flies. And I think in the Humblewood there might be a certain more realistic, literal sense to that, as insects is the meat equivalent here, in the Humblewood setting. So savory Eccles cakes with some yes, Rolljacks definitely. That sounds like
Snoot is just going to start stuffing her mouth, sitting on the ground, and trying to also like fill her pockets with cakes for more. If she has to be sneaky, she will. But she's all about these cakes and like, oh, nice. So fancy.
I have such a strong image of a just like flaky pastry encrusted snoot.
Yeah, Murrick at this point is basically like, this is one of the few times you'll ever see Murrick where he's calm and seems kind of happy as he just takes like one single one and he just takes really small bites and he seems kind of like contemplating while he eats it.
Excellent.
Forgot to mention, Thistle needs pulling out her water skin first, though, to wash her hands before she eats.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. So, yes, Elder Arduin perches down near the hearth and regards you all. And she says, it was about a week ago, an ominous plume of black smoke to the north, towards the scorched grove, rose up and blocked the sun. I'm afraid several brave individuals from the village went to investigate, but they have not returned.
As we were entering this town, did we see the smoke?
It was not present anymore, no.
Okay. Well, okay, so when does smoke go away? Because we didn't see it when we were coming on in.
It lasted a couple of days. Yes. We were expecting the investigators back by now, but I'm afraid. Yes, I fear the worst. Maruk, yes. You are with the tenders?
Yes.
Has there been any untoward activity recently in the Scorched Grove?
Oh, there's always activity in the Scorched Grove.
And anything beyond the ordinary, though? We had never seen anything from the village here itself.
There has been more activity, so yes, I would say things are potentially stirring up.
Is there any theory, any idea of what could be causing it? I was visiting the carnival when we had that terrible attack.
Ah, we were there as well.
I see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we aren't privy yet to any special information, but it is an ongoing thing.
Right. Well, in these dangerous times, I need you to deliver a Oh goodness! And she kind of stops mid-sentence as there is a commotion out in the square in front of her house. You can hear kind of shouts and like hails and kind of a flurry of voices rising up outside there. And she quickly struts to the door and swings it open, and you see a large group of humble folk, a couple of, some Mapaks and Jerbines and the various folk there, some Vulpin farmhands coming, and they are supporting in the midst and barraging with questions a Strig. Now, a Strig is, the owl folk here in Humblewood, and you see that this wounded Strig woman is limping towards the elder's home, staggering and catching herself on the side of a well. She's bloodied, and her tawny feathers are singed and flecked with ash and soot. What do you do?
Murrick's gonna actually just beeline straight for him, just through people if necessary.
Okay. I think the kind of cassowary look to you, back with the wings spread just down the path. I think yes, people get out of the way.
And
I will rush after him.
It's sometimes you don't need an intimidation check.
Right. And then as I get there, I just kind of I won't say heavily stand over the Strig, but I'm a little too close. And it's just one of those, are you a leader? Do you know what happened?
Kit is going to try to, as this is happening, scoop under her, wing to help support her.
Okay. Yeah, so she kind of went down to one knee, and you kind of go down there and get help in there. Muruk's kind of crowding over, keeping people away. Astuto, Thistlesnoot, what are you doing?
Yeah, seeing my friends take off like a shot, I'm going to stuff the last of the cakes into my bag, and then kind of waddle my way on over there, and then realize, oh, there's an injured person.
Yes.
I can help with that.
Thinking of things being stuffed in bags, I just remembered something from Session 0, and I should say it out loud to remind myself and really fix it in there. There is pixie dust.
I
present,
remember.
Isn't there? Yes.
I also remember.
There's also a pigeon puppet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
There's also
yes,
what?
You still have that?
You still have what?
Oh, God. The pigeon puppet.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah. The dog that I made to ride only lasted an hour, though. Unless I made it, worked on it for, a day to make it last a long time.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Astuto has those two bags in his bag.
Mhm.
And when you're playing an RPG and you end up with 99 potions at the end of the game that you've just never used because you're I'm going to save these and they're
We'll
going to
just
be
get through.
useful at some point. That's
Why
kind
are
of
you
been...
calling me out, in front of all of these people, Lauren?
I'm
That's
calling
me.
myself
It's me,
out.
but with everyday items in my real life.
Yeah.
And lo,
so
the powers that be did bring forth a bag of holding.
And so every once in a while, Astuto, this whole month, has been wanting to use it, but is no, I gotta save it. And this is another one of those moments where he could use it and then just fly over there and be awesome. But three of them got it. So he's gonna follow, but he's gonna kind of stay on the periphery and kind of skulk, not intentionally hiding, but just kind of blend in and listen in on maybe what else is going on with people talking.
Yeah, I don't think we need some kind of pseudo-messianic, like, flying Volpes, like, ah!
I mean, one of these days, it's gonna happen. But I
feel like it is gonna happen.
Yeah, some special time. I don't know when it's gonna happen, and I'll know it when I see it.
Okay.
Can I do a medicine check on this person?
Please do.
Cool. I'm
First roll
gonna
again.
guidance myself first.
Good plan.
Because
First roll.
I need Hat's help.
First roll. We got a +3. How are you going?
4. Boop. Ooh. Oh. And then we're gonna add a D4 to that. So that's 23.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Good stats. So, Elisol, thanks for the follow.
I know.
Now you you scooch over there and kind of like brush some flakes of pastry away, and you see these various scorch marks, and you kind of pull out a salve, kind of say some sort of acorn-based paste, and kind of put it on there and get them. So I was having flashbacks to, like, as a kid. Like, my elementary school had this great wooded hill, like, in the grounds, and we, like, used to go and set up shop in the roots of the trees. And do you call them dock leaves in the States as well?
School in, like, Fantasy Village.
It was in a national park, so close. And they had these things called dock leaves, and that was, like, the currency. So everyone would, like, go early in the morning and get all the new dock leaves, have them stashed
we used to
away.
get in fist fights over who got to play Foursquare and the one place to play Foursquare.
Oh, wow. So yeah, you apply some of these salves and do some basic medical things there. Hey, Sophia, how you doing? And you help her, and she kind of comes out of this kind of stupor that she kind of dropped into as she kind of collapsed to one knee, and you see her eyes kind of snap into focus and, like, lock in on you, Thistlesnoot, and Kit being right here next to her, and she just says, I must speak to the elder. We are all in grave danger. The grove, the Scotch Grove, has taken an entire town. And at this moment, the wizened figure of the elder of the village here, our Gallus friend, steps up, and she says, "Come, everyone, bring her inside. Bring her inside."
Come on. I'm just gonna lead her in.
Yeah, all of you, and kind of Maruk just, like, with wings out, like, behind, like, just like this shielding there, and Astuto, Kit, Thistlesnoot, you kind of help this strig to lift them up and towards the elder's house. Sophia, thank you for the sub. Who gets the spin of the wheel? Okay. Now, the poor woman is in really bad shape and just sort of limping and basically hanging off you as you kind of help her up the path and into the house and lay her down on one of those nice floral couches. And you see, for Astuto, okay, Astuto, spin of the wheel for you. Let's quickly see where that goes before I forget.
Astuto pauses. He's the last into the house for some reason.
Indeed.
See what the reason is.
It seems to be a running theme so far. Upsal dexterity. Enjoy.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Join me.
Here, I thought I was gonna be the tank. Y'all are like with the AC.
Okay.
I need all the help I can get. Listen.
Me too. I'm a bard.
Let me tell you, if you get Upsal Con, that brief period is lovely. You get all the hit points for a second. Okay.
But then they go away.
They do. Just to be fair, yeah. To be honest. There. Enjoy that, Stuto. And everyone, do catch Sophia joining us on Saturday for Vandover and Below. Okay. Good to see you, Sophia. Now, as you file in behind her. Kind of the villagers are pressing in. It's like, what happened? Which village was taken? Where was it? What was the smoke? Did you see it? More of those fiery creatures flying? And just like this, just shouted questions all kind of barraging through. And Maruk, who just like steadfastly, just like,
Maruk's just like gonna like look at everybody, and he's just not gonna yell it. He's just gonna say it like real, with emphasis. Just on like, be silent.
We're about to have some timely character art, I think, scrolling by here. If everyone wants to get an idea of Maruk's glare, there it is. Look at that.
Thaumaturgy behind you.
Nice.
While you do that, and just have like little sparks shoot out from behind your feathers.
The people kind of fall back. It's like, I thought they were here to help. I heard he's one of the tenders. Oh, that's all right then. Kind of like quailing back from this indeed, Melon. Yeah, very effective glare at the villagers. And you follow in behind Ardwin and our returned investigator and get them propped up on a couch there. And Ardwin goes over to the Strig. Kara, isn't it? It's clear that you've endured much, my child. And the respected Gallus says, and motions for you to gather around. But before you rest, we must know what happened out there. And the Strig steels themselves and brings up a wing to the burns and looks thankfully to you, Thistlesnoot, for the relief that your administrations have given. It was Oh, Sophia, thank you. Wow, 5 gifted subs there. I count that as 1 each. Uh-oh. I'm going to finish this scene and then maybe I shall jump in on those. Clara, this wounded Strig, steels herself and says, it's the fires. The fires of the Scorched Grove. They've spread beyond the bounds of the grove. It was Ashbarrow. And if we look at our map there, you can see Ashbarrow to the northwest, up in the hills at the southern end of the grove. It was Ashbarrow. The fires, they rushed forward out of the grove. More speed, more ferocity than nature would have fit. The village, it was razed to the ground. And the folks that were able to escape, that were able to run away, they took to the roads with what they could grab. But you know what it's like. You've seen what it's like to travel recently. Perches, villages, destroyed by wildfires. Folks driven to desperate measures. Bandits descended upon them. Most of them were grabbed, captured, taken off by the bandits to God knows where. But they were the lucky ones, I suppose. The other ones lie as they lived. Ashbarrow, taking on more of a literal term of the barrow, if you take my drift. Look.
Who won?
Say again?
When you raced to the ground, who won? Did you fall?
No.
Is that why you got hurt?
No, raised.
No, raised with like a Z.
Yes.
Sound
Burnt,
raised.
burnt, fires swept through, destroyed right everything.
That would make a race really exciting, but probably not very safe for the participants.
This is a thrill that we could do without. It is.
Whoever set that race up was not thinking very well of the contestants or the audience, in my opinion. I'm glad you made it out okay, although I'm sorry you didn't win.
Astuto has pulled out a map of the area while this is going on and kind of spread it across the floor. And he's starting to plot where some of these big fiery things have happened, where they got attacked at the Witchlight Carnival, what happened at Ashborough, any others that he's heard about in the last month. Is there any pattern to this, or is it just things are spreading all over the place?
Okay. So let me refresh our map here. Sorry, I do enjoy this D&D Beyond map setup, but it does time out quickly. Okay, there we go. You...
If he had string and little push pins, there would be string and push pins everywhere, but he doesn't, so he's just on the floor with like a little bit of charcoal, just marking more places and trying to see if there's any correlation between any of this. If there's a pattern, if there's not a pattern, is it an indicative of a speed of spread? You know, if there's any way to
give me an investigation check.
Sure.
I would like to assist.
Please do.
I would love you to assist. Thank you very much.
So
Let's
with
do
advantage.
I am also helping, but what I'm doing is leaning over the map over your shoulder, and the ends of my scarf are getting in your eyes.
Helping.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
And Astuto's giant ears every once in a while as he's leaning over in your scarf does the thing. He's like, meh. They just flick.
I'm just like,
Kit, your scarf is awesome, but it's in my way. No, not the, just later scarf, later scarf.
sorry. Okay.
I got an 18 thanks to Maruk's help because one of those rolls was bad.
Excellent. Okay, so yes, with an 18, you do see somewhat of a pattern. The first records and descriptions of perches and villages starting to get engulfed, and these instances of ember bats starting to show up, it seemed to be in the north first, so on that northeast side of the Scorched Grove. Sorry, I'm going to do the ping, which is slightly disturbing. Prepare. Here. Sorry. Yeah, it's a slightly aggressive ping.
Earthquake!
Why does it look like that?
Yes,
it looks like a targeting system.
here
First it was fire, and now there's an 8.5 earthquake in the Scorched Grove. This is the worst.
Yeah, that's the kind
I
of
don't
graphic
see
you
what y'all are seeing.
on the edge of the Scorched Grove. This.
Do it again.
Jesus.
Yes. It is quite.
Sorry,
aggressive.
my map glitched out. I had to reload it,
No
and
problem,
I
no
missed
problem.
you dropping the fallout bombs
Yes,
on
it's
Humblewood.
It's the kind of
There is
graphic
no
we do not
ignoring that
enjoy.
thing.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's the kind of graphic we do not enjoy seeing on the Japanese news. It's like either Mother Nature is pissed or North Korea is having a test run. So yes. So it started in that northeast side there, and there were a couple of instances moving south, and then the Witchlight happened, and now Ashborough. So it's happened all along that eastern edge of the Scorched Grove. You're not sure about the western edge because there's just nobody out there. So yeah, it's not a commonly connected with area. Maruk, a particular ember bat incident happened. Where was that? Where was your village? Notes
All
past
right.
tense.
Well, yes, was my village. My village is actually, if you want to, basically Eastern Edge, smack dab, like in the middle, like
It's
eastern part.
due east of the label Scorched Grove.
Yeah, just
kind of there.
straight due east. Yeah, like right there.
Okay, so yeah, that instance that now did that. Sorry, my memory. Was that when the original Scorched Grove instance happened, or this time? It was this time, wasn't it? It was
Yes.
more recent, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, more recent.
Yeah. So yeah, you know exactly what this Strig is talking about. You, your parents and other survivors from that incident had a hell of a time getting to Alderheart. But your parents are currently refugees in Alderheart, and everyone, the locals at least, you know that the city at the center of the wood has taken in a lot of these refugees, those that haven't turned to less reputable forms of getting by, or have those that have been snatched by the bandits. Okay, so let me pause for a second there and get these spins sorted before I forget.
Here we go.
Ooh, here we go.
So there's one each. There's that lovely generosity from Sophia there. Thank you. So
If we get oops all decks again, do we get like a +5 or a 25 decks?
It goes to 22. 22.
Okay.
Oh,
That's so
I
cool.
like that you have a system for that. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of my other campaigns are
Contingency.
tier 3, so some of them are 20 already.
Oh.
Like just naturally. Okay, so I'm going to go from the far corner, young Thistle Snoot with their clean paws. Okay. Spin. Thistle Snoot coming in with a Oopsal Charisma. I say.
Look at that.
So
all
let me,
right.
Let me drop that on the sheet right away. From +0 to +5.
Damn.
Amazing.
Okay.
Maybe I can sell something I've made for once in my holding.
Maruk
Oh, here we go.
coming in with a Oopsal Intelligence.
Wow.
The Oopsals are coming in strong today.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not disappointed there's not more Wild Magic Surges. No, it's okay. It's fine.
Gonna jinx it.
Well, kids, it's your turn, so let's see.
Come on, he wants it. Come on.
Fear.
Ooh, okay. Let's
Ooh.
say one of those fireflies from the jar, a nice fat lazy firefly, kind of, because there's ventilation in this jar, right? It's open at the top, and it kind of slowly, lazily, kind of worms its way up and through the mesh of the, you know those old glass fishing buoys, like fishing weights. It's like one of those, like like a basket kind of weave of netting, which the jar is just nestling in, and it kind of works its way through the gap in the netting and comes slowly down and starts hovering around you. And the Elder Arduin looks over this wizened Gallus face. He's like, visitor, that one is for you. Because there aren't other Harangon in Humblewood here, so it's she knows that you're visiting from afar. There are other parts of the continent and stuff. There are cat-like creatures called Elan. They're not Tabaxi. That are common has traders coming through. But Harangon is a rare thing indeed. And it seems she's like, that one is for you. May it refresh you in times of need. And that is a short rest mote. You can use an action to have an instantaneous short rest.
That's crazy for a bard. Let's go.
So good for bards and warlocks.
Let's go.
Astuto.
I need to go to Fantasy Name Generator.
Yeah, I need to know what this firefly's name is. And
Do
then
they
we
have
will
to, like,
protect it with our lives.
Fireflies.
Like bite its head off? Like how?
Yeah, that's a good question. How do I activate it?
No, you just have to use a I think. I think we should
You
allow
ask
that in
very
the
nicely.
story of the moment.
You could
It's fine.
please.
Yeah, I'll
Please?
just be like, yeah.
Now, please.
Sometime in the next 6 seconds, go.
Astuto coming in with a. Thanks for the support, everybody. You wanted to know what would happen, and enjoy that 22 dex.
Oh,
There it is.
oh, dang.
So out of play. Oh, Astuto now has an AC of 20.
Amazing.
That's ridiculous.
You're in front. You're in front.
Here's the problem, though. I don't.
You have, 6 hit points.
I've got 8. Thank you very much. 8. I've got this sword. I'm just still. I don't know what to do with it yet.
Oh, is that with the spell?
dagger.
Because of the extra 2?
Yeah. So
Nice.
mage. Yeah, because mage armor is 13 plus my dex modifier. So
Oh, damn.
yeah. So that just got real juicy. So yes, I'll be up front. No one will be able to hit me, but all I'm gonna be able to do is this. And you watch as the studio pulls out a tiny little dagger, like tiny even for him. And no, it's not that cool. It's
Okay.
just him doing this because I haven't found a teacher yet to teach me how to do the thing with the sword. Anyway,
Wait,
I think the wheel of shenanigans might be broken. I also got Oopsal Dex, so you're going to be facing a dexterous baddie next time you find one.
well,
No.
crap.
I just realized I've been carrying around this drum that I can't play. But now that I have Oopsal Charisma, I might be able to sell a performance of this drum.
Also, I was wrong. I have a 19, not a 20.
Gotcha.
But I think we should start a band. And I start banging
Thanks.
this drum that you've heard me play terribly for the last month.
I'm going
Yes.
to name this little firefly Tala.
Aww.
It is it means home
Lovely.
in Tagalog.
Oh,
It symbolizes home. It means like a welcome home type thing. Yeah. So
I think
it's gonna
That's
be called
beautiful.
Tala.
that
Yeah.
kind of
But-
kind of firefly, kind of natural, kind of magical lighting would probably be employed at the Witchlight as well. So
Yeah. I was gonna call him Mr. Witch, but I didn't. So or Mr. Light. I was torn between the two, and then I decided I couldn't choose, and so I just went with something else.
We'll just need to get you another roll on that thing so you can get another firefly so you can have 2 of them.
And then I will just rename them. I'll be like, Tala, thank you for your service, I guess. But now you're going to be named Mr. Light.
Okay, so having given the news about Ashbarrow, the Strig kind of sinks into unconsciousness, and Eldar Arduin turns, shaking her beak. Dark times. It is terrible news.
It's going south.
It seems. And
I don't know how much more south it can go. Like, Scorch Grove is going to be not there if it keeps going south. But see? Like, I got the map. There, and then, like, I guess it would go there, but that's not, like, that's Ashborough. So where's it going to go from there?
Is there a way to determine? I know sometimes folks are good at, finding a path. Or my mom was so good at math. She could figure stuff out from a math. And so can you look at those places and do a math to find where the next one will be?
I can't do maths.
It's like Astuto says, it has reached the southernmost limits of the Scorched Grove. I'm only concerned it's going to spread outwards. We will make plans, contingencies for retreating into the swamp. The moisture, the damp nature of that locale should protect us. If we can keep the slimes at bay. But we will be ready. But hopefully it won't come to that. Look, with this development and the roads being like they are, I need you. Ones such as you, willing to help and able to look after themselves. Or at least dodge out of the way so quickly. I need you to... I need you
Should have
to,
gone.
I need you to travel. Travel to Aldahat. Bring word to the Bird Council. The Birdfolk Council must be told what is happening out here. The Purge Guard, anything, they must work with the tenders. And she turns to you, Maruk. We must find a way to combat this, deal with this encroaching threat. They must be told.
Want to send a Firefly just to be extra sure? I mean, they're all up there. You've got a lot.
You watch as Astuto just gently leans over next to Thistlesnoot, like we've done this 3 billion times, and goes, Dragonfly.
I do not have the ability to impart my friends with the ability to deliver a message, I'm afraid. But that is why I require you. I need you. They must be told of Ashborough's destruction and these increased banditry attacks. You're the only ones that can make the journey. Please.
Yeah. I mean,
if
okay.
they're the only ones.
I might have just spoken for everybody, but yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
nice
no,
to
totally.
be needed.
Wonderful. Please.
Are you sure we're the only ones? Like, you don't have anyone you could, I don't know, fly there?
Everyone here will want to look to their own and ensure that we have the means to escape if the fires come this way.
That's a good point.
Well, we can warn
Point
people.
taken.
Yeah, we can warn people along the way. Let them know, because if the fires continue to spread, even if they're going south, I don't know where else they're gonna go. But if they go out, they stop going south and start going east, and like everything's gonna be in danger. So we should probably just warn everybody.
Please. You have our thanks. And she looks at you, Maruk. I know every bakery of note on this side of the wood. And she looks to an empty plate with a few flecks of pastry. My favorite fly cake. Oh, they are delicious, aren't they? The Dreadcrest name. I know what happened. Let not any others suffer what happened to your village.
That is the plan. Hopefully nobody has to suffer the end of their livelihood and their home.
And she
Be well.
She places like a feathered arm out towards the empty tray of what were the fly cakes. I don't suppose you've got any of those Dreadcrest recipes. It would be a shame for them to not continue the legacy. There was nothing quite like them from all reports.
So Murak is going to look at them and then turn around and like open up the pack and just and look for like
It's like
look to the recipe bag, but it's just like nope, can't have that one, can't have that one, can't have that.
It's like the
can't
Pulp
have-
Fiction briefcase. It just glows from inside.
Pretty much. And then like no. And basically, Murak pulls up a recipe for not what they're asking for, but for a it's the equivalent of a soft sugar cookie with protein fly wings.
She's like,
May this come for you.
Thank you. And may the only fires in Meadowfen be those of our pastry ovens. And you rest here a night, and prepare yourselves for the journey back east. And we're going to, if it's okay, is there anything else you would like to prepare in town here before you make the journey?
Real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
One real quick thing. Before wherever we're going to retire for the night, Astuto wants to sneak on over to wherever that recipe was that was left and copy it. And he doesn't like to study, but he knows how. Like, he's taken notes and everything before, and he knows how to put stuff in the book. And so he'll cast Mage Hand, which will just be like a secondary hand, and he'll be reading off of one hand and Mage Handed with the other. So the next morning, Maruk, when you wake up, there's a little piece of folded parchment next to you that is your recipe in a familiar hand.
All right. For me.
Astuto.
Oh, go for it.
Sorry, just 1 second. Astuto, can you make me an Arcana check?
Oh, jeez. Sure. Oh, wow. That's only a 9. It's a good thing Mage Hand is a real easy spell. I had to. It took like a second or two. Yeah, there we go.
Yes. Now, did we remember the cantrip rules, homebrew rules?
No, I've forgotten. What's the rule?
Do you remember? We've decided here in the Wackyverse that because cantrips are so common, like common knowledge, and there's like the simplest thing to do. All cantrips are known to spellcasters from your class's spell list, but you can only use a set number of them per day that you're allowed the slots for. You know, right? There are a set number of cantrips you're allowed to learn, right? So when you use a cantrip, it sticks with you until a long rest, and once you reach your learned limit, then you can't do any new ones that day. But the next day that resets. So if you need to use different cantrips, you can.
Ah,
we do love the flavor of all the fun little cantrips and silly little things, and
so we can use all of them.
So yeah, all the cleric cantrips, but at a, let's double check here, for a level 1
you
class,
only get 3.
Is it 3? Thank you. So once you've used 3 for the day, you're stuck with those 3 until a long rest.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is how you're keeping me from spamming guidance.
If you
this is how you're keeping me from annoying my friends with message.
So right now, this isn't, you have guidance and thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do one more. Although we're taking a long rest right now, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So
yes.
So it takes a little knowledge of what the cantrips are and what the various options are, but just gives you a little more flexibility, and you're not worrying about doing something just for flavor and having to keep that until you level up, or however you do. Looking at the bard, not too much chance to switch spells out.
Damn it.
Yeah, my first ever character was a bard, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah, getting stuck until level up.
Yeah. Yep. At least with cantrips, you can play with them as you like. But leveled spells follow the normal rules, I'm afraid.
Gotcha. So,
Tim, do you have a question?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Brooke, you were going to say. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, Murek basically isn't that sentimental to most people openly, but he waits until literally everybody goes to sleep. Like, everybody's just, you're out. Sneaks off into the kitchen, and he actually makes a small platter of the treats he was asking for.
Okay.
And then kind of like wraps them up a little bit, sets them on the counter, cleans everything, and just writes a little note for the road.
Okay. Thank you.
Since we're resting, and I have one more cantrip to do, before you do that, because you do that when I'm asleep, I want to use mending to fix the torn robes of the injured bird that we saved.
Really
But
appreciate
while doing that, I'm going to sew my own name into the robes.
Noted. Okay. No,
There
Madam
it is.
Bread, they can, once they've cast a cantrip, they can cast it as many times as they like during the day, but they just have the same 3 cantrips for the day.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you only get 1 casting of it. You can repeat cast it. You remember
I
that
thought
cantrip.
they worked like spell slots.
Oh no. Just
Okay,
the
but that's
cantrips you
still
know for the day become those 3 once you've used them.
Got it.
And then, but it's like you can just change the cantrips you know every day, basically.
Cool.
As,
But yeah,
as
I'm
the
still
need
gonna do
arises.
that. And just write
true.
like, Thistle Snoop was here and saved you inside their robes.
I love it.
Not spreading the name of your god. Thistlesnoots.
No.
I would like to, this is just a flavor, but I would like to just mention that I spend like most of the night before I fall asleep talking to Tala. I don't know if she talks back, but it's what happens.
There's a couple of times you swear she nods. But
Right?
you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure.
She can
How does it-
understand me.
So wait, when a firefly nods, is it just like moving its entire body
Yeah.
when it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
They can
Okay.
have freedom.
Will you allow me
Bumbles.
to take the 5-meter journey to the fridge and back to grab some tea?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hydrate. Definitely hydrate.
I
Go
would
get some-
also like some tea, honestly.
Just a moment. Yeah, especially in this humidity over here. Oof. 2 seconds, please.
All right.
for,
Like, are we
for
gonna
flavor.
strike?
While
Or are
Well,
we
the-
just jamming?
I think we're just jamming.
Cool, let's jam.
Yeah. Now I want jam. I will say for flavor, when we get some of those cookies, that's when Astuda is gonna scratch and cast mage armor, and oh, your cookies are real good. Oh yeah, they're real good. I don't know. I need to have your cookies every day. Do you see this? And Astuda is gonna like motion at, for some reason, incredibly thick mage armor. Like, that's your cookies.
Those are some good cookies.
It's the best cookies.
It's
So are
my
you
mother's
going
recipe.
Are you going to? Is it too soon in our relationship to talk about, backstory stuff?
I
Yes.
thought you were gonna say too soon to talk about cookies, because it's never too
No,
soon. to
it's
talk about
never too
cookies.
soon to talk about cookies.
Agreed.
Now, I know there's a Deadpool movie in the theaters right now, but are we using mechanical terms in character?
Backstory stuff. I feel like
I
that
mean-
could be used IRL.
I mean, I did know this Wolverine back when, when I was walking across Humblewood. It was great.
Because we have some new players here, and I do like to share the story whenever I can. I'm sure, Jess, you must have heard this before. My mother is in a band with Hugh Jackman's sister.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
Either I
Just
didn't
drop
know
that on us.
or my
Hello.
ADHD brain made me forget, because I was just like, wow, that's cool.
A very
Oh,
neat
Phantom musical?
factoid. Tell
I
me
wanna see
every
it.
3 months.
I want to see it. I'm gonna take my oldest boys are old enough now, so we watched 1 and 2, so I want to take them so they get the chance to see it in the cinema.
Absolutely no
that's
spoilers.
awesome.
Zero spoilers, chat.
Yes,
Be
yes.
good. No spoilers.
Yeah,
I have seen
chat.
it, though. And once again, no spoilers. I really enjoyed it.
Excellent.
Loved it. 2 thumbs and things way up. Yeah, two
Yeah.
thumbs way up.
I just watched their Hot Wings.
Oh, it
episode.
was so
I watched that
Oh.
too. It was
I
fun.
gotta watch that. I have to
It's
watch
good.
that so
It's
much.
good.
You need to. They yeah.
The two
Hugh
of them.
Jackman's tolerance to hot sauce is very similar to my own in that he does not have one at all.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
no.
it's great.
The two of them are like the younger versions of Patrick Stewart and Ian
Yes.
McKellen. Like the two
Right,
of them,
right.
when they're together, it's like these are the best friends ever of all time, and they're adorable. And I just want to watch them have fun together.
Awesome.
Same.
Awesome.
Yeah, Hugh gets that like very first hot wing, and it's like, oh no. And I was like, oh buddy, this doesn't bode well for you.
While we're on the road, we're talking about this play
Yeah,
that we saw
Yep.
recently in one of the big towns. Like, yeah, I mean, the acting in it was real good. I was very impressed, and like all of the little references that they dropped, it was amazing. I got to find out where that Wolverine was from.
I was gonna say, yeah, like think it would be entertained that their accent is quite similar to theirs.
Okay, so Thistle Snooch, you were going to say something before we started talking about the recipe. Good.
I think I did it. It was the mending stuff.
Oh, good,
no,
good.
it was
Yeah.
Kit was asking if it was too early for backstory stuff.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if that's just Kit being annoying. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Listen, anything you
Kit's
want to
like,
know.
So there was an incredible lore drop just now. Did you want to talk about it?
No.
All right. So you noted. Have a good rest of your day.
Astuto takes the map out that he had been using earlier and finds the spot that was Murik's hometown and puts a little tiny frowny face next to it.
There we go. Noted. Okay.
Just over the next few days, it's just Kit being like, talking about it might make you feel better.
Well, let us join the four of you on the road, having left Meadowfen, and going towards the Humblewood proper again. Let me just kind of zoom in down here. Now there are still forests and trees out here, and lots of streams feeding in and meandering out of the mock fields to the south there, but the road keeps away from the edge of that blighted area of land there. Far too squelchy for its own good. And you are traveling along, and I used to have this filter thing that I could put on the camera. We did a great one-shot roulette charity game with two of the guys from Viva the Dirt League, and they met a talking dragonfly and actually had this filter where it was just like a dragonfly bobbing with just like my eyes and mouth on it on the front.
I hate that.
That camera thing.
It was terrifying.
Sounds a little terrifying.
It was like those kind of
Ow.
Snapchat filters.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I regret not
Sorry,
having
I'm
it
such a
anymore.
dork. You said streams of things, and my Thistle Snoop brain was like, "Can I go fishing?"
Hell yeah.
But that was not the point of what we're talking about.
A little stick fishing rod.
I have one in my bag. I bought it.
Hey, I want to say thank you to you guys for letting me do this Humblewood and realizing this Humblewood dream here, because the area of England I'm from, I was that nice idyllic school setting. You may be unsurprised to hear it's also where Beatrix Potter lived. So just all of the Peter Rabbit and friends, good all these animals jumping about the place.
As long as this doesn't turn into Watership Down.
It's okay. I got Peter Rabbit and Brambley Hedge. Those are my two go-tos there, so you're okay.
Much safer go-tos, but I'm old and I got Watership Down in my brain, so there we go.
Now, as you make your way along the road from Meadowfen, don't worry about sudden Sirenscape changes. It's okay. And oh, nice melon bread. Yeah, I'm from Windermere in the Lake District. You are making your way along, talking to yourselves, and let's see who's got the highest passive. 11, 13, 15, and 13. Okay, Muruk has the highest passive. Muruk, you keep an eye on things, looking around in the trees, and sinister about these so-called these slimes and this threats from the south. You notice the figures ahead on the road before the others and kind of stop them from talking, and all of you observe ahead of you 3 hooded figures gesturing violently at a crumpled body on the ground, while a 4th is leaning against a nearby tree. A small handcart stacked high with bags and boxes of various sizes stands nearby. One of the hooded figures goes to the cart and unceremoniously starts sifting through the packages, leaving fallen bundles strewn on the road. As you approach, the 3 strangers who are gesturing at the body, you can see the pointed snoots of Mapak under the hoods. Hashtag not all Mapak.
They're my people.
There seem to be two male and one female Mapak here, each wearing worn leather armor, and they have short swords at their belts. The fourth figure, off on the side, is an intimidating Vulpin female, lightly armored with an ornate sword on her hip. She seems to be hanging back, letting her subordinates do the work. You hear a whimpered, "Help me!" from the creature lying on the road, but you can't make out any features. Now, it says right here it automatically goes into the map. The pack's talking to you, but are you going to try and hide before they see you, or are you just going to confront them, or what?
I wish that I could say that we all agree as a group to hide. The kid is already running towards them.
Noted.
Just hopping.
Very
I think
dexterous.
at this
Definitely
point,
with a like, oi! And just
we've been traveling enough together. I think we're used to how each other would react in these kind of situations.
Yes.
So yeah, I think we at least Astuto starts to follow, and then it's not hiding, it's more flanking, is going to break off into the woods in the direction that is not where the one against the tree is, so kind of that way.
Let me give you more of an idea here. And so you just go over to a little map that we've got.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna fight.
Where is it? Here we go.
Pretty!
Zoom.
Wow.
Whoa!
What a gorgeous
look at us
map.
go.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Ooh, zoom, zoom, zoom.
Look at those cute raccoons.
We're gonna kill
Not for
them.
long.
Okay, that's as zoomed as I can go. Sorry, folks, but you can see who's who there.
Yeah.
So there's 3 Mapaks led by a Vulpin.
Seems that way, yeah.
And then like a 4th
I know.
being that is being robbed or something? Or is
Yes,
on the ground?
like between the Mapaks there's a crumpled figure on the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
So in the middle of the triangle.
Yes.
Yes.
At the
All right.
moment, yeah. Right. So
Okay.
as you,
Thistle Snoot's vibe would be to sneak up on these people.
Okay.
But since they're Mapaks, they might be followers of Hath, and therefore, this is where I was supposed to go.
just meant to be. You're calling.
Like,
Okay.
I'll send
hail
them
and
to
well
Hath.
met.
I'm about to fight them.
As it, hey, Rishi. As you go charging forward, Kit and Astuto, please, you can just click and drag your tokens there.
Yep, Murrock's following just fast as he can, trying to keep up with the Harangon.
Good luck with that. I have +5 dex.
Yep, duly noted.
And how deep is this water?
You can ford it, no problem.
Okay, cool. Because he'd rather be on this side of the rocks than the other side of the rocks, but
Sure.
only if he's not swimming.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, you go charging forward there. Astuto diving down. Astuto, do you want to give me a stealth check? See if you can slip off into the bushes before they see what's coming on here.
Sure, it can't hurt. Of course, I'm only going to do a 13 on my stealth, and that's more because.
Can I assist since I'm a very large, intimidating thing running towards them?
Okay, yeah, make me an intimidation
Distracting?
check and see if they focus on you. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I was going to say, my plan at the start of this was to bless the 3 of you. So if John will let me get the bless off
Sure.
before you do that. Okay, so the 3 of you are blessed. Oh, that won't
Best
apply
check.
for this check, though, because it's for saving throws. But you're all blessed.
Excellent.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, give me that intimidation there, Maruk.
Intimidation.
I took off the names because I put conditions in the text box under the tokens. So if there's a condition on someone, I'll put it there. Okay.
10.
A 10.
I'm intimidated.
I don't think that's enough, and with all of them like spread out there. So make you a regular stealth there, but with the bless Astuto.
Okay, so I'll add the D4.
Oh, I was supposed to add a D4.
Oh,
That's right.
that gets me another 4 onto that.
Nice.
So that will be, what did I roll? 13, 14, 15, that's a 17. Hashtag blessed.
Nice.
Blessed.
Okay. So yeah, that is gonna beat their passive, I reckon. Let me grab the encounter builder
I hope
here.
so.
Studo, the wizard who thinks he's a rogue.
Passive. Where's that? Where is it? It's not in there. Okay, it would be just their wisdom, right? Okay, so yeah, that beats their passive perception. So you dart off into the undergrowth and then down into the water of this river that's feeding into the mock fields to the south, and are able to do that. Then our other friends all go charging along the road, and the closest Mapak there turns to you and puts her hands on her hips and says to you all, "All right, folks, nothing to see. Move along if you know what's good for you."
I'm bolting in. Also, I forgot to mention, as I'm bolting in, I'm snagging my flute from my hip, and I'm already just not typing out. What's the word? I'm like
Playing out?
Playing through it, yeah.
Playing?
I'm fluting out. I'm playing
You could
out.
tap
I'm
it.
whistling out. There's a verb here there's a verb
Yeah,
that works, but I
rocking out.
can't figure it out. Yeah, sure.
You are a professional flautist.
Yeah, correct.
If you've got it, flout it.
Hey. Yeah, I don't even know if I hear her, honestly. I am going for the one that is like sifting through or like closest to the person.
Okay.
And I'm just going to like literally not interested in talking about it.
Okay.
Sorry, Thistle Dude. So I'm going to flute out a really discordant and like almost high-pitched, painful couple of notes, and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay,
on that one.
If a move is made like that, we will have to go into initiative, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
That's fair.
All right.
Okay, so let us roll that initiative, my friends.
I guess that kind of makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh wait, I get blessed, right? So we get to use that initiative.
oh dear.
That's true, because it is a
Skill check.
dexterity
Yep.
check.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it says bless just applies to attack rolls or saving throws.
Oh,
John
okay.
would
Ah,
like
okay.
it
There
to
we go.
apply to checks.
Afraid not. Sorry, yeah, there we go.
Regardless,
Oh, okay.
regardless, I got 23.
Oh,
Come on, verse.
me.
I'm
Nice.
speedy
Well,
right
one of
now.
us
Oh yeah,
will
y'all
know.
are
So
oops, all
Quits
decks.
was
Yeah, right.
23.
Yeah, we're all dicks.
Okay, Astuto, how'd you go?
Well, so Oops All Dex got me up to a 7 because I rolled a natural.
Oh
one.
no. Oh, we got it, folks. Let
Right.
those phoenixes fly.
Yeah. I do think it makes sense though, because like I think halfway through the half-hearted sneak, he sees what his friends are doing to try to actually distract, and so now he's going to put a little more focus into sneaking, which means he's a little slower.
Okay, gotcha. Muruk, how'd you go?
8.
8. Wow. Okay, this is suits.
21.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
We're the
Look at us.
bookends of this fight.
Yup.
All right, thank you. So, let me quickly get through here. Okay, so yeah, Kit, please continue as you were, because you were the fastest. Flout it.
Yeah, flout it. Yeah, so I'll get that off. I would love, this is kind of ridiculous, but I would love if like I do that just before she steps out, and then like I don't know where she is relative to us actually, but if I could like almost run into her. Oh no, she's back there. Never mind. It's fine. I'll kind of like skid to a stop as I'm doing it. Focusing on that guy rifling through that person's stuff.
Okay.
Let me roll
The
this.
Vulpin leader is not jumping into things right away.
Good. Okay.
They're just
Cool.
kind of eyeing what's going on here.
I recognize. Okay.
So that was Dissonant Whispers, you said?
Yeah.
Nice. Is there a saving throw?
Let's see what this
wisdom.
says.
Wisdom's 13.
Yes.
Okay. Mapak bandits, how wise are you? Plus
Probably
1.
not.
Wait, they're bandits?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Mapak
They're not
bystander.
new friends?
Trash bandits.
Oh.
I mean, why not all? New friends who are bandits.
Okay, DC
They're
13.
attacking that poor man.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Ew.
Sorry.
It's fine. You still take half damage. You just don't have to move away.
Nice.
I don't know if it rolled the damage. I didn't see it.
No, you can just click the 3d6 there.
Okay.
I'll do that.
The 3d6 where? I'll just do it.
How's
Nope.
this listener's wisdom? Not bad, not
Whee! Okay. Half that.
bad. Okay.
8. I mean,
so-
4.
4, yes. Gotcha. That's on A.
That's on whoever is the closest to is the one who was going for actually reaching for the person on the ground.
Okay,
So
yeah,
if
that's
that's
it.
A, then yes.
Yes. Now, the good news is they are immediately last legs. Now, on the channel here, we have bloodied and last legs. Bloodied means half or less of their HP. Last legs means 10 or less. So they just immediately. So I use yellow for bloodied and red for last legs. So that one just kind of starts clawing at their fur on their head. Like, no, what? Oh, you're awful.
That's rude. I'm just gonna pull my lips away from my from the what am I? Is it a flute or is it a pan flute? Hold on, I have to look.
Please.
I think it might actually be a pan flute.
Inventory.
Are you going to
Bird
Zampier all
pipes.
over these? Ooh,
Pan-
bird pipes.
pan flute.
Bird pipes. Pan flute, flute. Okay, it could have been any of
Or is
those.
it a shawm?
Yeah, in your inventory, it's a pan flute.
It's a pan flute. So yes, okay, my fault.
So-
Pan flutes. I will just I'll pull my fingers away, my lips away from my pan flute, and I'll just say, "Halt! What do you think you're doing?"
Okay, and I was like, not appreciating your music. That's for starters.
My
And-
music is amazing. Just because you don't have taste.
This'll suit you. Come scampering in behind.
Yeah. Okay. What are you doing to that person on the ground? Can I see what's the deal with them now?
They have been beset upon. They're not bleeding. There's no pooling blood or anything. But they look a bit bruised and battered there, and they're like none of your business. Just off down the road, and we'll leave you to it.
Well, I think it is my business, and I think my friends here also have business with business. And I'm gonna can I try and intimidate them away?
You can certainly try. Yes, please give me an intimidation.
Because I am newly confident in my strength of personality. This is 21.
Oh wow. Okay. Which one are you talking to?
Any of them. The one that's A. Wait, is A injured?
A's the one that's badly injured. Yeah, they got the distant whispers.
Right. I'll go for C, I guess.
Okay. That one looks unsure of themselves, and I'm gonna say they can only do an action or a bonus action. They can't do both on their turn, as they kind of second guess themselves a bit here.
May I retroactively give bardic inspiration because I forgot that was a thing.
Please.
Just my I don't do anything fancy. It's just like the entrance that I made was so cool, and I'm just gonna give bardic inspiration. Thank
Okay.
you so much. I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to. I'll probably give it to Thistle Snoot because she's right here.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a D6.
It's to attack roll, not damage, right?
Not damage, correct?
Cool.
Yeah, any
and they're-
D20 roll, I think, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a D. Yeah, it's a D6 to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It can
Wow.
be made. You can be added after seeing the roll, but not before you know the outcome of said DC.
There you go. Nice. Okay. So next up is
They're not fleeing.
no, that one That 1 second guessed, and they kind of move behind the cart, and do not take any immediate action this turn. The one that you dissonant whispered, Kit, is going to dash combat with you there, and the other one's going to run to next to Maruk. And they look back at the one that's kind of retreating, like, "Where are you going? Get over here!" And those two are going to attack. So first, going for you, Kit. They come at you with that short sword they had. That is going to hit, I'm afraid.
No, it's not. I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay, re-rolling.
Love bards.
And that misses.
Hey!
Who gets the advantage?
That'll go to... Do I have to see them? Let me look really quick. That you can see. It'll go to Maruk.
Gotcha. Maruk, you have advantage in your next roll.
Well, thank you.
Another bandit comes at you with their short sword, Maruk. It's like, "You chose the wrong road to travel on, my friend." And comes leaping at you, my bird friend. But misses. I think you turn your crest, and the gold just reflects some sunlight in their eyes. It's like.
Okay. I would like to use my reaction.
Please do.
I'd like to cast Spiny Shield.
Ah. That's a local
A barrier of
Spicy.
spikes made of magical force interposes itself between me and my attacker until my next turn. When I'm hit by a melee attack, the barrier reduces the damage I'm dealt by 2d4 and deals the same amount of piercing damage to the attacker.
Notes it. Yeah. So that goes around until your next attack. Okay. Thank you. And it is your turn.
Sweet. All right.
With
so
Astuto on deck. Stealthily
Murek
splashing through the river.
is going to draw one of his scimitars.
Okay.
It's this gnarly looking notched. Anybody here seen the Dark Crystal? It looks like a Skeksis scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I had nightmares about it.
Yeah.
That's so wicked. Yes.
Right. And so Murek is going to take a step here and then a step here, since that technically isn't moving out of. I don't draw an attack of opportunity.
That would. You moved away from the raccoon, from the map.
Well, that's the thing, is that as long as I don't move away from him, I can move around him. As long as I stay within 5 feet of him.
Hang on, did my map not update?
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
haven't
I'm sorry, my map
left
didn't
the,
update. That's right. There
Okay.
we go. I was like,
All right,
what?
so
Yeah.
So with my main hand now, I'm going to cast. Where did you go? Here we go. I'm going to cast Primal Savagery, and turn one of my hands into this gnarly looking like dinosaur claw thing, and just
Yikes.
go for him.
Go for it.
Right,
Don't
and
forget,
first.
you are still blessed.
Gotcha. So that means.
Oh shit, for real?
Oh, that's a nat 20 since I had advantage.
Hey, if you've got to folks, let those phoenixes fly.
So that's
Spicy.
So remember how we do our critical hits, Maruk? So
yeah,
for-
it's the full damage and then an extra die.
Yes, so a D10 plus
All
10.
right. D10.
That's bonkers to me.
So 10, 12.
Nice. For the first time in this campaign, as we like to say here on the channel, tell me what happens.
Ooh.
So Murek just like goes around, draws a scimitar, steps around through them, looks at me, and is like, "I'm going to send you to be mulch," and just claws him through the chest as it does acid damage.
Oof. Okay. And B crumples and falls beneath your magically powered claw. Okay.
Hashtag
Well,
dip.
I've got one more. I've
Yep.
got a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm
wait,
going to
there's more.
use. Wait, there's more. I'm going to use my scimitar to attack with my offhand. Since it's a light weapon, I can do so.
Yes, indeed. Well, yeah, because Primal Savagery is an attack action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make a melee spell. Yeah, absolutely.
And then I will add a bless in there. So that was 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to hit.
Hits.
All right, so it's a d6. I don't get to add any modifiers. Boom, boom, boom. 2 damage.
2. Okay. So yes, the was with your blade, right?
Yes, just my regular scimitar blade.
Okay. So, but you make Melon. You make a melee spell attack. That cuts into the creature and injures it some more, but does not take it out. And then Astuto, over to you. Now you can see with the one Mapak falling, the Vulpin kind of kicks off the tree and looks a bit more invested.
Okay. So as I'm crawling through, trying to be semi-sneaky, I overhear Maruk basically being awesome. He's so cool. I gotta learn how to do that. I gotta learn how to be like intimidating. I gotta do this. And so he's gonna run on over and then jump on top of this rock here and pull out his tiny little knife and realize the one that Rook killed is the one that was there that he was gonna stab.
Yes.
And he's gonna try to recover and take like a heroic pose and point it at the other Vulpin and say, no! And that's gonna be me casting Firebolt.
Okay, so you have advantage because you were from hidden.
Oh, nice.
Right, you leapt out.
Let's see if
And you're blessed.
And you're blessed.
Yep. So 22, I'm assuming hits.
Certainly shall.
Awesome.
Ellie.
They are going to take 9 fire damage as it looks for a second like I'm gonna throw the dagger, but instead I just kind of point it like a wand.
Mm-hmm.
And not like very awkwardly no, and then fire just kind of like right on their head.
Allow me to give a little audio twist to that.
And then
No worries,
And
man.
then-
No worries.
yeah. And then I don't know. Yeah, I think he's just gonna stay there, trying to look as cool as possible.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, so you leap up there, and yeah, the fire just goes streaking across and catches the Vulpin in the shoulder, and they snarl, their lip curling, and their fangs being bared there. And they were actually at the bottom of the initiative order, so they actually kick off the tree and draw that ornate sword and say, "Look at you, pathetic things, hiding behind this cart. And you, don't you know not to play with fire?" And it just leaps over that hiding Mapak and charges at you, Astuto. Over here.
With some false bravado, I will stand to my ground.
I get an attack of opportunity.
No, he's still right next to you.
Ah, damn it.
Sorry. Okay, so he comes lunging at you with his sword, and I think gonna be a little sore and little salty from that fire damage, and he actually snarls and actually goes to bite you as well.
Oh, that's
So
sheesh. How long have you been out here in the woods?
lunges.
Listen, I want to go hang out in the woods. I don't want to be hanging. I want to hang out in the woods, but there's no call for that.
But this kind of edge that you feel, this kind of ability to kind of dodge and move quicker than normal. So you kind of see it coming, and you kind of dodge out of the way as the Vulpin's jaws snap on empty air. But you do realize it was a distraction, and the short sword comes swinging up from underneath. but it just scratches across your midriff, across the armor, and does not manage to pierce through that hefty AC of yours right now.
Mm-hmm. That false bravado turns to real bravado. Now Astuto's like,
Yeah.
I play with fire all the time. Yeah.
And that brings us back to Kit with Thistle Snoot on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna, like, as I kind of dodge out of the way of the attack that now missed me, I'm going to mockingly look at the bandit, and I'm going to say, wow, I had so much time to think of this line. It just went out my brain. Sure, I'm just gonna. No, yeah, sure. No, I'm gonna say. I'm going to. I don't. I'm blanking completely now. I'm just gonna say, you can knit the broadside of a barn, and then I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Is there a save?
Yes, it is a Wisdom save, DC 13, as usual.
Okay, on that same pack.
Yeah.
Okay. Wisdom.
Trying to put him over.
13. He was wise before. And continues. He's a 16, I'm afraid.
Dang it. That's okay. And
My
I
people.
will look over at what's it? I'll look over at Astuto and I'm just gonna say, that was really cool, mate. Keep up the good work. And then give you bardic inspiration.
And I look back at this Vulpin and go, look, they think I'm cool.
Snarls. Being cool or not is not what it's all about. Give up your valuables to the cause and be on your way, or I'll cut
Listen,
you down.
my cause is to be cool, and I got it going on right here.
Kit's just giving you a thumbs up back here.
Thistle Snoot, over to you.
Yeah, this is Nate's just gonna be like, okay, well, we did warn you. And I'm gonna fire my crossbow at the Vulpin, who seems to be in charge. Especially
Okay.
now that I have bardic inspiration for it. Let's
Nice.
see if I use that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use my bardic inspiration. So it's a D6.
Yes.
So 11 plus 5 does 16 hit?
It's on the Vulpin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. That is a 9 piercing damage.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, that coral just like, embeds into the... They snarl. And they are last legs.
She's cool too.
And after doing that, I'm actually just going to kind of walk if I can.
Okay.
Here, move the character, Jess, and stop moving the map.
Yes, I know that.
And I'm just kind of walk right up to their face
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
be like, hit me.
Okay. So, yep, you go stalking over there. And the Mapak bandits leap to their captain's aid. This one gets their courage back and comes running out from behind the cart.
Oh, stupid bandit.
So the first one's going to go for Kit. With the short
Actually,
sword.
No, let's see.
And that is going to miss.
Ah!
Skitters off the
You
armor.
can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Thanks, Sophia. Have a good one. Thanks for the support. He's like, oh, you were right. Damn it. And then the other one's going to go
I like,
for...
it's okay. It's okay, mate. Next time you'll get it.
And next one's going to go for Maruk. And... attack. Yeah, also misses. Just clatters off your wing there as you kind of swoosh it around to distract them. And the other one is gone. Maruk Dreadcrest. Astuto on deck.
All right, so I'd like to use my bonus action to use my scimitar to stab the number A. Not letter A, letter
Nice.
A. Sorry,
I'm here
murder
for
on the
number A.
mind. Yeah, number A.
Okay.
Take the so I'm going to use my bonus action to do that. Now, let's see. Where's my character sheet
Wait,
again?
that's the attack action, yeah?
Yep.
You're still blessed.
Oh, right. Still blessed. So 12 plus 4.
Okay,
so
hits.
16. All right,
Gotcha.
cool. That's just a d6. 6.
Okay, you leap forward and just, the scimitar just cuts through that bad quality leather armor. And they are just cast down and crumple into the dirt. You see the captain looks worriedly over to the side as the second Mapak goes down.
All
Slow
right.
claps.
Okay.
And then I'd like to use my regular action to cast Inflict Wounds.
No, you have to do the attack action to do the offhand attack. So that would have been your attack action with the scimitar.
Okay.
So
In that case,
you have a bonus action if you have. You can do the offhand attack.
Okay, well then.
Do you have a dagger or something?
I have a sickle. Actually, I do have 2 scimitars. So.
You still have claws, right?
Oh, I can cantrip.
Claws?
It's the cantrip is a claw thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So wait, I do have unarmed strike, so.
Yep.
I can do that.
I think no, that's just monks. It has to be 2 finesse weapons. So if you have another scimitar, you're okay.
I do.
Okay,
I've
so
got 2 of them.
dual wielding scimitars, you're okay.
Then here we go.
Sick.
That's a nat 1.
Oof.
Ooh, bad luck.
So doesn't matter whatever else I add, correct?
Afraid so. Yeah, it's automatic miss.
Yeah. Oh wait,
okay.
question.
Yes.
Question. I'm flanking. Do I get advantage?
We don't do flanking on the channel. Sorry.
Oh, good to know. Oh, that's good to know.
Well then, that's a nat 1 no matter what else I add. So.
Afraid so. Okay. So that was against the other Mapak or the.
Oh, that was
Vulpin?
against the Vulpin.
Okay. Yeah. That nicely decorated sword just flashes up and just sparks fly off the 2 blades as they clash, and they kind of snarl at you and look around as they're quickly getting surrounded here. Astuto.
Astuto is literally and figuratively inspired by everything that is going on. And sheathes the dagger and pulls out the short sword that he's really not good at all. But he wants to be really, really good at it. And so he's gonna and so he's looking at like the fancy sword that this Vulpin has and like the cool things that his friends are doing, and so he's gonna try to attack with the short sword. Ooh, that might hit. Here's the bless. 24. That is a 26 to hit.
Yes.
I think hit.
I'll do it. You leap forward.
I roll well. Now I roll kind of bad on the damage, so that's 8 slashing, I think is what. Yeah. Or no,
Okay.
actually it's piercing. It's 8 piercing damage. So
Okay, so yeah, you.
Studo goes into like a faux fencer's thing. He doesn't know what it's called. It's just a fencer thing. Oh, I got you now.
Yes, you kind of leap back and then just suddenly lunge forward and just find that gap between the armor and the short sword, digs in and puts them right down to the very brink, but they are still poor, clasping at their sides, trying to staunch the blood, and they snarl. I see how it is. And they take the disengage action and dash into the
Boo.
trees.
Can I
Boo!
opportunity attack them?
No,
No,
disengage
no,
action.
disengage.
Sorry.
Yeah.
JK. I always forget that that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Sentinel, four levels early.
The
3 levels early.
Yeah, you better run. See how cool we are? You're just gonna run away, huh?
Yeah! And don't come back!
Melon Bread's calling you out, Astuto. Who's a future blade singer? He's like, yes.
I mean, I don't know what a blade singer is, but that sounds amazing.
Okay. Lee, no, yeah, it's just because nobody's used channel points yet. not cracking down on crystals. Just it's our first session today, so. Okay. The map hack is like, boss. It's just like looks around and then looks at all of you. He's like, and it's like just throws down
I'd
the
run
short
if
sword.
I were you, mate. Yeah.
Is that an option?
Running?
Yeah.
Well, I look at the others like, we need to ask
Come
questions
at
to the
me.
bandit? I mean,
Come at
I mean,
me.
I don't care about him. I want to get the other one. They bit me, or they tried to bite me. I was too cool to be bit. They tried to bite me.
Hey, thanks, Lee.
could you like stay and answer some questions real quick? And then we'll let you go, No hard feelings.
He kneels down and puts the sword on the ground. Thank you, Phantom. I randomly rolled that. Kit gets the advantage crystal. Now, guys, with the crystals, you have to elect to use it before you make the roll. So I would like to make this roll with advantage and use your crystal. And don't worry about saving it for a special moment. Chat is usually pretty generous with them.
Thanks, chat.
Okay. So
Also, is that Vulpin that ran into the trees where the Vulpin is in the trees? Like, could we see them if we went and looked? Or
the undergrowth off the road is very, very dense, but you saw this Vulpin just dash through there as if it was just like an open clearing. They seem very familiar with the terrain.
So, like, if I shot off a Toll the Dead, I could maybe get them.
Potentially.
Are we still in initiative?
If you're going to do that, then yes.
Please make a wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Yikes. How's that wisdom? Okay, I'm going to use my crystal. Thank you, Lee.
No! Wait, can we use our crystal to give you disadvantage?
No, you may not. and you may not use your channel points in your own stream as well.
I've tried.
Okay, so
Astuto's thinking the same thing. You see him pointing the short sword, and there's a little bit of fire in his eyes, and then he's looking at the undergrowth and the fire in the undergrowth, and he's like, "It's not even worth it."
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, yes. Toll the Dead is a creature you can see, Thistle Snoot. So would you like to give me a perception check?
Okay.
I see his blood.
That's a 5.
A 5. Okay. Come on, it's nice to have a recurring villain. Your chance will come.
What do you mean? We're
You're
never
lucky.
gonna see her again.
You're lucky that I'm still casting Bless on everyone else and can't guidance myself.
And you see the branches swaying and rustling as the Vulpin disappears off into the forest, and the pack slowly kneels down and says, "Okay, I'll tell you what you want to know. Just don't." And he looks fearfully at his two, dead friends. "Just don't. Please, don't." And the crumpled figure that called for help slowly, timidly looks up, and you see that it is an Elan. One of those cat folk from far away from Humblewood in other parts of the continent. And she says, Thank you for your help." And we shall come back next time as you question this Mapak bandit and meet Eliza Pennygleam, our little friend here.
Fabulous name.
Let me share. I think we have art. Let me see. Double check here. See if I can share it on stream. Oh, there is. Yes. Excellent.
Give us the goods.
Yeah, if you've got eyes on stream, I'll pop it up there. Here she is. So yes, Eliza Pennygleam, also with a jar of fireflies. It's definitely the way forward.
Fireflies are just the cool accessory for
Dragonflies.
everybody in
Yes.
the Humblewood now. It's just, everybody's got to have fireflies.
Correct.
Indeed.
It's a new fad.
And yes, we shall pause there, but we will come back and meet Eliza Pennygleam and continue on with the adventures of our Humblewood heroes here. And I cannot wait to carry on. Thank you all so much. Folks, we're going to say goodbye and hear all about these wonderful people. And then we will be drawing our winners. We have 2 Trollord Games coupons to give away. So exclamation mark, enter in the chat for your chance to win one of those. And, of course, do not forget to snag that Electrum chest code for the fabulous Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which is here in the chat. Okay, so let us switch over here. Let's timely Sirenscape, thank you. Nicely timed finish to the music. Switch it up a little bit here. So thank you all so much for a lovely start to what's going to be such a fun campaign. Now, let us see where people can find you on the material plane in the meanwhiles. Astuto, where can people find you on the material plane?
Oh, I'm just like stuck here listening to this raccoon guy try to save his own life. But Lauren is going to be at Gen Con this weekend, and hi, I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find me on my website, lauren-urban.com, which is where you can find all the stuff I'm doing. And so, yeah, I'm going to be at Gen Con this weekend. If you see me, I will be in a mask and looking to say hi to people. So just imagine this.
There you go. Thank you so much. Okay. And Kit, your good self.
Hey, what's up? My name is Jazz, also known as Cinder Scoria on the Everywheres. That's CINDERSCORIA. If you see a Cinder Scoria on the internet, it's probably me, unless it's Instagram, because somebody stole my account and never gave it back. Terrible. You can usually, I know, for real. You can usually find me hanging around with Reclaimers and all black Reclaiming TM TTRPG group. We make our way around to several different locales. You can find me at Queen's Court Games, picking up several different games there as well. You can also find me on Other Cider Studios, where I am in a Monster of the Week campaign called The Arcane Core. That has been ongoing for a few years now, and we are currently in the middle of filming season 3B or C or something like that. I don't know. It's a fun time. All of the previous episodes can be located at Other Starter Studios. Whether you go to, actually, I think they're archived on YouTube. Yeah, you should see that if you want to see me cry on camera. What else am I doing? I'm going to be. There are a couple of upcoming projects that I can't talk about yet, but as soon as they are announced, I will let you know. You can find me on Twitter. That's where I'm usually hanging out, and/or Tumblr. But that's it if you want to see my fandom stuff. And I'm going to Big Bad Con.
Awesome.
If you see me, come say hi. I will have a tag that says Cinder Scoria because it'll be my first time at a con. Oh, also, I forgot about this. I write books. This is not my book that I've written. This is a short story that I wrote this is an anthology that I wrote a short story in called Being Ace. It is edited by Madeline Dyer. It is it's a collection of short stories featuring ACEBEC characters written by ACEBEC authors. So if that is your sort of thing, you can find me in here. Read my words. Cry a little. I cried when I wrote it. So that's just a theme with me. Anyway, that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you. Maruk, your good self.
Wow. Okay. So my name's Ludus Rex. You can find me here on Tuesdays and whatnot. You can also find me every other Sunday doing Ascent into Avernus on QuestJunkiesUK, playing Hardston, a dwarven wizard. Let's see, what else can you find me on? Yes, you can find me on the TikTok underneath on Ludus Rex. A couple other projects I can't talk about yet. You can also find me also still on Quest Junkies UK, occasionally playing in the Cybervamp campaign that rolled around. So
Excellent. Yes.
I recommend go watch that series.
That's where I found Ludus Rex, and recommend that you go and see all the good stuff happening over there with our friend Patch as well. Also, speaking of Patch, when we get our final piece of art, there is a beautiful cinematic intro which will be rolling out from his fantastic talents. Cannot wait. He sent me like a mock-up with what we've got so far, and I haven't got the chance to watch it yet, so I'm going to do that as soon as I get off here. So very, very excited. Okay, thank you so much. And last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Thistle Snoot.
Hey, that's me. I'm Jess, and you can find me this week at Gen Con. I'm actually doing 3 panels on Thursday, all with Magpie. So if you want to learn about running your first PBTA game, dealing with difficult players, and or running gothic horror games, come see me talk about those. And then the rest of the time I'll just be around all weekend. Otherwise, you can find me on the internet at Unseelie Jess, most places, Angry Nerd Girl on Twitch. And that's it. Say hi. I write games. I write video games too. If you are looking for a new mobile game, I write for Party in My Dorm and Witch Academia Magic School. So check those out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we are Phoenix UK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs. There is the Streamlabs timely drop there of the Discord link. Jump in there if you want to get the news of what's going on. We have an exciting charity event coming up in the fall, and other going to have a little horrific delve into Candela Obscura during my summer break. I got an extra morning in my week, so we're going to have a couple of guest-filled circles of investigators delving into the scary world of Candela Obscura. Was too busy this week during their Candela Obscura week, but not missing out on that fun, really fun system. We've had a couple of great sessions of that already. Okay, sorry, Jess. Thank you all so much for joining us today. If you want to check out what's going on with our adventures, you can catch the VODs over on YouTube there. And do not forget to check out all the cool folks that keep us going and help support what we're doing here. Our friends at Trollord Games, we're going to draw those winners in a second. CZRPG and Phoenix Dice, all the great stuff for your games. Check out the links there. And we have those coupon codes for CZRPG and Phoenix Dice if you want to get a nice little tasty discounts for your RPG goodies or a beautiful Click-Clack Mathrox. Please jump in on those. Phoenix Dice not affiliated with Phoenix UK, as some of our viewers thought. Just a happy coincidence of name, and Michelle and all the wonderful folks over in Taiwan doing that good stuff. Okay. Now, what's coming up with us? At the weekend, we have Candlekeep Mysteries and Phandelver and Below. Then, at the other end, at the back of the weekend, we have Tomb of Annihilation. Scarlet is away for a couple of weeks, so next week we will have a guest joining us from Split the Party TV. The fabulous Matt Briefcase Brown is going to be jumping in for a single session guest slot. Just what denizen of the Forbidden City might be joining our adventurers as they search for the puzzle cubes to open the door into this titular Tomb of Annihilation. Okay, so thank you everyone, absolute pleasure, wonderful to play with all of you lovely people, and to have all you wonderful folks in chat. Thanks for everyone who stuck around and enjoyed the session. Lovely to have everyone chiming in and commenting and enjoying in chat there as well. Always love to see it. And let us thank you with some prizes. Let me do a quick refresh to make sure we've got everyone signed up for the giveaway here. Good luck, everybody. I'll send you a Discord message or whisper on Twitch here for the chance to get your code. Okay, closing those entries. Done. Okay, good luck, everybody. Our first coupon goes to Melonbread28. They're active in chat today. Lovely to see you. Welcome on in. I'll get that code to you soon. And our second goes to Lucetia's. Congratulations. Okay, I'll get those codes sent out ASAP. Thank you all so much. But speaking of codes, we are happy as of today to be partnering with the wonderful folks over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. So, everyone, if you're not familiar, do check it out. It is a fully licensed Dungeons & Dragons strategy management game, and it uses all sorts of famous, wonderful, iconic characters from the novels and campaigns that you know from the Forgotten Realms, as well as lots of awesome actual play and streamed characters that have become popular in this new fun way that we have to play this game that we enjoy. So, if you want to jump in on that, please get yourself a free Electrum chest with this code, which is valid until just before next session. So jump in on that, and everyone enjoy this fabulous game. We're going to have their latest update video playing us out here before we head off on our raid. Speaking of Briefcase and our friends over at Split the Party, they are making some level 20 characters at the moment, so let's go and raid into them. I hope everyone's having a lovely time, and we hope you can join us again next time as we continue our adventures in the wood. Thank you all so much, but till then, stick around for the raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly, and as we like to say around these parts, Oyazuminasai. Goodbye, thank you!